Hey, rock travelers! Here is my latest video. This one is about a website called Airbnb. It's becoming a very popular place. Lots of people are using Airbnb to look for a place to stay. They have rooms all over the world, and it's also convenient if you have a place to stay, like you have a apartment or a house and you like to have it rented for a period of time, whether it be just for a few nights or months at a time. This is a good place to advertise it, and you can put it up on Airbnb and people will find it, and then you'll get inquiries about your place for rent. Okay, so it's pretty good if you're actually a person who has a property to rent out, because it gives you an additional way to find people who want to rent your place. For the other side of the coin, though, people who actually want to rent a place out, it's not that great. And the reason I say this is because as the raw traveler, I travel all over the world and I stay at some really high-class, expensive five-star places. And I've also stayed at some really inexpensive places all over the world, such as in Asia, that go for less than $20 a night. In fact, less than $15 a night. And some of them are even less than $10 a night. So I'm actually pretty good at finding a good deal. And when I saw Airbnb, I gave it a try, and I found out that it's not such a great deal. And why do I say that? Well, it's not a great deal for the people renting the places. It's probably a pretty good deal for the people who own the places that want to be rented out. So I'm actually just scrolling through the page here. This is a pretty long web page, and I'll leave a link to this web page in the description for those of you who want to check it out yourself. And I'll go back to the top now. You can sign up right here. There's a link to sign up, or become a host is what I was just talking about, where it's a pretty good deal. If you have a place to rent and you want someone to rent it, they will help you find that. Or you can just sign up if you want to rent the place. If you already have a sign-in, you can log in here. But the reason why I don't recommend it, and I would not use it, is because I actually have a friend who has a place to rent, and he gave me a weekly price quotation, and that weekly price quotation in US dollars was around 65 to 66 US dollars. And he says, well, you don't have to send me the money directly, you could just book it through Airbnb. And he showed me the link, and I went to the link in Airbnb, and then I looked it up, his particular place, and saw how much Airbnb was requesting for that same week that he was asking me for, $65 to $66. And Airbnb had it up over $95. It was about $96 or $97. So for something that's just $66, paying $30 extra for the week is definitely a crazy, crazy expense. I mean, it's 50% more for the same accommodation. So I told my friend, it's like, no way, I'm not paying $30 extra. You're only going to receive $66, and I'm going to be paying $96. This doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't mind paying $1, $2, or $5 for the convenience of booking it, but this is ridiculous. So what the problem with Airbnb is, they're not extremely high volume, they're kind of low volume, and in order for them to make enough money to pay for their expenses, they need to have an IT team, and they have to have their servers, and they have to have a customer service representation team and all that stuff. In order to pay for all that stuff, it's quite expensive, and in order to make that money back, they have to charge a certain amount of money for every single one of the rentals. So they're kind of a niche market, and they don't have all that many properties on there compared to something like Booking.com. So in a place like Booking.com, I'm going to start a Booking.com site right now. This is what Booking.com looks like. And if you look at Booking.com and you're looking for a particular place in a particular city or some country or what area, you will find a lot more locations in Booking.com. And also, Booking.com does not add any fees to those prices. So the way Booking.com works is that you pay the same price that you would have paid directly to the hotel or to whoever it is that owns the property, and then the owner of the hotel, has to pay a percentage of that to Booking.com, and that's only a very small percentage. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's a small percentage. And so basically you're not paying any extra money for using Booking.com, and if you use Booking.com through certain portals, you could actually get some money back. I'm not sure about Airbnb. They might have the same deal where you might be able to get some money back, but you're not going to get back like 50% of the price. So I think Booking.com or Agoda.com or some of those other sites are a good idea, and you should use them, and don't worry about it, because you're going to pay the same price as what you would pay if you went to the place yourself. But if you go to Airbnb, if you go to the place, show up at the place yourself, or make a deal with the owner, you're going to pay a heck of a lot less than if you go through Airbnb. So that's my recommendation. If you're a property owner, then go ahead and use Airbnb. But if you're like me and just the raw traveler, you're just trying to travel around, I don't suggest using Airbnb. I would use Booking.com or Agoda.com or some other website and continue traveling with those. So hopefully we'll see you soon on another flight.